A few days ago, leaks surfaced about the design of Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now we have a clearer look thanks to an image showing one of its protective cases. On X, tipster at Ice Universe shared a photo of the Galaxy S26 Ultra inside a case. It's not confirmed whether Samsung or a third-party manufacturer produces the case, but the image gives us a detailed view of the device. The case has a raised section around the camera setup, supporting earlier reports that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature a camera island. The image also highlights a display with slim bezels and a centrally positioned punch hole for the front camera. On the back, the device houses 4 cameras, a laser autofocus sensor, a flash, and a simple flat panel. The power and volume keys are positioned on the right side. The case itself appears to be a hybrid design. The edges and camera island are protected by black rubber-like material, while the back is transparent, allowing the phone's color to remain visible. It also includes cutouts for a lanyard and reinforced borders around the display to help absorb impact from drops. According to the benchmark listing, the Galaxy S26 Ultra with model number SMS938N running Android 15 and a Linux 6.6 kernel delivered a single-core score of 3330 and a multi-core score of 10,452. These numbers place it among the most powerful Android devices we've seen to date. For context, this is a major leap compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and it even pushes closer to Apple's A-series chip performance. A single-core score above 3,300 indicates blazing fast responsiveness, while a multi-core score over 10,000 shows just how much power Samsung is packing into its upcoming flagship. The benchmark also confirms that the device will ship with Android 15 out of the box, aligning with Samsung's software rollout timeline for 2026. This matches earlier leaks suggesting that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will be one of the first devices optimized for One UI 8.5. If these numbers hold up in the final retail version, the Galaxy S26 Ultra could become one of the fastest smartphones on the market, raising the bar for both Android and iOS rivals. What do you think about these early results? Is Samsung finally catching up or even surpassing Apple in raw performance? Renowned tipster at Ice Universe has stated that the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature a 6.89-inch screen, nearly identical to the 6.9-inch panel used in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. In another post, Ice added that the screen will include surprises, incorporating some of Samsung's core display technologies in this model. Ice Universe also shared images of third-party camera protective films for the Galaxy S26 Edge, Galaxy S26 Pro, and Galaxy S26 Ultra. These images offer a clearer look at the expected camera design changes across the lineup. All 3 devices seem to feature a visible camera bump, which may be an intentional design adjustment to reduce overall phone thickness. While the screen size itself appears unchanged, the same source suggests that Samsung could introduce other enhancements thanks to its in-house display innovations. So even with similar dimensions, meaningful upgrades might still be on the way. This report slightly conflicts with earlier claims that the Galaxy S26 Ultra would feature slimmer bezels, allowing for a larger display in the same overall frame. However, it's also possible that both bezel size and the overall device footprint could be reduced. There have been plenty of rumors regarding the confirmation of the S Pen in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. According to tipster at Turumvets, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will come with a redesigned S Pen that includes Bluetooth connectivity. However, it won't provide access to all the S Pen features currently available on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Tipster Bennett Pro reports Samsung is currently testing a large assortment of mock-ups and prototype units, some with and without the S Pen slot. While some higher-up Samsung engineers and designers have claimed the S Pen isn't going anywhere, it is definitely a question for their own designers. On the other hand, Ice Universe has shared an image that clearly shows an S Pen slot, suggesting that the S26 Ultra will indeed include it. Supporting this, tipster CID has also stated that the S26 Ultra will keep the built-in S Pen. Likewise, at Samlover blog confirms that Samsung plans to continue supporting the S Pen with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. There have been a string of leaks that suggest it's not something to worry about. The S Pen chamber can be made out very clearly in one of those leaks, providing a level of surety to fans that at least next year's flagship phone will retain the S Pen. After reports indicated that the 3x telephoto camera could be reduced to a 10-megapixel sensor, new information about the 5x camera also raises concerns. According to Ice Universe on X, formerly Twitter, Samsung plans to reuse the same 50-megapixel sensor found in the Galaxy S25 Ultra for the S26 Ultra's 5x telephoto lens. What makes this more disappointing is that the same sensor was first introduced with the Galaxy S24 Ultra, and Samsung reportedly intends to keep it for the S27 Ultra as well. The potential positive side lies in Samsung's rumored focus on optics. The Galaxy S26 Ultra's main camera is expected to feature a significantly wider aperture than earlier models, and another leak suggests the camera bump could be nearly twice as thick as that of the S25 Ultra. Earlier leaks suggested that the Galaxy S26 Ultra could support 60-watt wired fast charging, an improvement over the 45-watt limit on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Samsung has not increased the maximum charging speed in several years, so many fans were hoping this upgrade might arrive in 2026. The speculation about 60-watt charging came from a One UI 8.5 leak, but there is still a possibility that the information was not accurate. Here we have some fresh renders of the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, created with reference to the Galaxy S26 Pro. These visuals were carefully made using professional tools, ensuring proper attention to details like body dimensions, resolution, and display size. The renders showcase how the Ultra could look, following the design language of the S26 Pro, but with a few key refinements. From the frame to the placement of cameras, everything has been modeled to give a realistic preview of what Samsung might deliver with its next flagship. Alongside the images, we've also produced video renders to give a better perspective of the device in motion. These were built with precision, so you can see how the phone's proportions and finish may appear in real life. According to Ice Universe on X, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to include the S Pen, but it's not yet confirmed whether it will come with Bluetooth connectivity. If Bluetooth support is added, some existing features may not be available. A new leak suggests the Galaxy S26 Ultra may continue to feature the S Pen. This comes after months of concern among fans about its future. Samsung previously removed Bluetooth support on the S25 Ultra's S Pen. It also dropped the stylus entirely from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These moves sparked doubts about whether the S Pen would survive, but tipster Ice Universe claims the S26 Ultra will still include a dedicated slot. According to tipster at Universice, the Galaxy S26 Ultra's camera bump measures 4.5 millimeters, nearly double the Galaxy S25 Ultra's 2.4 millimeters bump. This increase comes from the phone's slimmer frame at 7.9 millimeters and the inclusion of a wider aperture lens compared to its predecessor. Reportedly, the device will feature a 200-megapixel main camera with OIS and an f1.4 aperture, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide sensor with autofocus, a 12-megapixel telephoto lens at f2.4, and another 50-megapixel telephoto lens with an f2.9 aperture and OIS. The primary and telephoto cameras are expected to benefit from wider aperture lenses, enabling more light intake, which should deliver sharper details, reduced noise, and brighter overall images. Well-known tipster Ice Universe has just shared some interesting details about the phone's design, focusing on its frame and thickness. Let's start with the measurements. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is said to be just 7.9 millimeters thick, making it slimmer than Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max, which comes in at around 8.725 millimeters. This means Samsung is once again aiming for a sleeker and more lightweight feel compared to its biggest rival. But that's not all. When compared to the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the new S26 Ultra shows some subtle yet noticeable changes in its frame design. The middle frame on the front is now more rounded, unlike the sharper, boxier edges of the S25 Ultra. This should make the phone more comfortable to hold, while still keeping the premium flat design Samsung introduced with the S25 Ultra. From the side-by-side images, you can clearly see that the corners of the S26 Ultra look smoother and less aggressive. It's a small adjustment, but one that could improve the overall in-hand experience. So to sum it up, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be thinner, sleeker, and more ergonomic than its predecessor, while also keeping an edge over Apple in terms of design refinement. What do you think? Do you prefer the sharper look of the S25 Ultra or the more rounded feel of the S26 Ultra? Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Peace out.